Yes.
All right, Amanda, you wish to continue?
Sure.
Okay.
In the beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the Milta, and the Milta was with Elohim. John 1:1-2. The above translation of the Good News according to Yochanan comes from the New Testament in Aramaic, the precursor to Hebrew. But why does the original text keep the word Milta untranslated? Why not say, in the beginning was the Word? It may be because Milta has two meanings. One, word. Two, purification. Hence, John nails it doubly with, in the beginning was the Word, since our throat, which is also the center of decision, must be purified for me to resonate with the energy of higher realms.
So let's stop here a moment. And what touches you? What speaks to you in what you just read, Amanda?
Just that it's more than just word. It's more of maybe transmission or something like that, and that for our throats to be purified, that means that we're not operating from those ego desires, but more from the core, I guess, would be the purification process, which would be purifying the word.
You nailed it. Beautiful. Thank you. So continue.
Okay. While this Hebrew word is the first word of the Torah, literally in the beginning, 3 words in English, 1 word in Hebrew, its second possible translation conveys a unifying equation that has the force to purify that which is not unity and not love. Surely having such equation can help me to do the impossible, to catalyze the integration of the plurality of faiths and belief systems, individually and collectively. It can inspire me to open the gate of the good and stop the saboteur victim games of the dismissed feminine, the foundation to restore the sacredness of the masculine.
Lovely. Any question on that?
So, sorry.
So Amanda first, and then we'll Anna.
Yes.
You can go ahead. I'm going to reread it, actually.
So, are we essentially sabotaging ourselves and taking on the victim mentality because of the feminine imbalance that exists in our world? And since we are mirrors of it, it also exists within us. Is that
Yes.
kind of like...
You remember when I was speaking of this giant aha of opposing the 6 days of a chaser, and Michael put the link for you to the 6th day of the runner. The man is supposed to desire the male side of me. The female side of me is supposed to resist. That is when the polarity are in balance. Okay?
Okay, so balance is
Male
male
desires.
desiring and female resisting.
Right. So what male desires is the good. But once the polarity are flipped, then what happens is woman desires. And because that desire can by nature only be frustrated, then the female side starts desiring evil. And that's when I turn saboteur and victim.
Okay.
So all of that can be tracked to inverted polarity. The woman desiring evil out of being consistently frustrated in the chase. And the man resisting good.
Okay.
And therein is our suffering.
Maha,
Yeah,
one just statement to ground this relative to Genesis 1. Genesis 1 says we're all male, female. And so when we think of feminine traditionally in our climate or our culture, we think the woman's out there and the male's out there, but we all have these polarities within. And
We do.
that's the point that we'll make clear as we move on.
thank you. Exactly. So, Amanda, would you like to reread for us a part that called you to be reread?
Sure, yeah. I'll just read the whole second paragraph.
Sure.
While this Hebrew word is the first word of the Torah, literally in the beginning, 3 words in English, 1 word in Hebrew, its second possible translation conveys a unifying equation that has the force to purify that which is not unity and not love. Surely, having such an equation can help me to do the impossible, to catalyze the integration of the plurality of faiths and belief systems, individually and collectively. Okay, to start, so what is that? To catalyze the integration of the plurality of, so basically to move beyond contradictory belief systems into a unifying belief system. Is that what that means? That's what that equation does?
Yes, I mean, it's like speaking of ambivalence. And Michael, you were going to say something, but I'm just going to insert it my way, and Michael, please insert your way. Let's say that I want to get in shape, and I'm conflicted. There is a plurality of belief system inside me.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Okay.
The
So
saboteur
that
would
would
be like,
be
I say I want to
individually. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then let's say that I am a Catholic and I think that anything else besides, and maybe the example, I'm a Buddhist and anything else besides Buddhism does not work. Then I'm conflicted because on the one hand, I'm going to speak of the one truth. On the other, I can't see that truth in other faith.
Mm-hmm.
So whether individually or collectively, what we were missing is a way to catalyze the integration of plurality.
Okay.
Okay. And Michael, please.
Yes, I was just going to give the definition of catalyze, which comes from chemistry. And if you put a catalyst into something, what it does is it accelerates the conversion or the transformation. So in a car, for example, platinum in a car's catalytic converter converts carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide. And so what we're looking to catalyze with XPR and with this equation, the hypothesis is that we have a way to speed up the integration of all traditions and no traditions. It's a way to really come to grips with faith, belief systems, not just me, but the hypothesis is everything.
Cool.
Thank you. Yeah, totally.